It's the NFL on EA Sports. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles on Sunday night.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Now they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Baker going to throw this right away. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside give to Elliott. And he's got it down to the 28. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 19 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Throwing, Prescott. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Prescott, he's got his man. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. Garibay's kick is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw there taken in by Smith. From the 41, Mayfield. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When we say the sky's the limit for C.D. Lamb coming into his 3rd season, it's not hyperbole. 1,102 yards in his first Pro Bowl nod last season. He's now the unquestioned WR1 for Dallas following the Amari Cooper deal. They get it to him there for a 1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On play action, Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 2nd down, Elliott. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Cowboys had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And out of bounds right around the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Garibay on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 24, Mayfield. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. Oh, look at the juke. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Prescott on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
3rd and long for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 17-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Scott. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On fourth down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Prescott from the gun. Complete to Washington. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
First down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A first down carry by Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looking to throw, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Garibay on to attempt the point after. And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Up the middle, here's Elliott.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. this could be a candidate for it, because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second half.
There's still another half. Garibay on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. That time a 9-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And this one complete to Smith. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Mayfield looks to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. This time they stay on the ground. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. Carson Wentz leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Marcus Mariota strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. And lastly, it's a second straight Monday night devoted to the AFC West. We had the Raiders-Chiefs last week. This time, it's the Broncos and the Chargers from SoFi. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Prescott. To the right side and complete to Washington. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott yet again. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Eagles.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott now. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now Prescott on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Yeah, the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. As Sanders has it poked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Garibay on to attempt the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. Looking for a bounce back, had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
He'll get this out wide to Scott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mayfield now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They run with Sanders off the option.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll go under. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Running right, here's Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Being chased out left. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Prescott, and a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think it.
And now here is another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw hauled in by Washington. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes Teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. And he's got it. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Again, it's Elliott, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Sanders has it over the middle. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Mayfield looks to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. 1st down, Mayfield. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And Sanders has got it complete. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Multiple defenders get to him in there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit. And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go to Elliott again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Prescott's pass complete to Dalton Schultz. A gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Prescott now. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3, it leaves him with 4th and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Prescott off play action. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. In the 4th quarter, this is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Elliott. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On play action, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Garabay's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, That's certainly something to take pride in.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Cowboys, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.